why is it in the arcades you have the buttons on this side and the stick over here? You know, you would think because people are right-handed, and so we looked it up, and it all basically came down to tradition. Original stuff earlier on, you know, yeah, they'd have, there was no rhyme or reason, but as things got standardized, especially with the fighting. Okay, reconnection. All right. Hang on a second, since I've got, let me grab this just in case. And chips.
I assume the milk was to put out the fire.
Exactly. If I get that inflicted upon me. So, which, hey, see how that handles things, right? Mm. Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, I do not do hot sauce. I really do not like hot sauce, but people like seeing me in pain.
Uh-huh. Well, that's part of the show.
Yeah.
Frankly, that's...
I know. Let's see, we've got the pre-show screen loading, and we got, it doesn't look like we really got anyone waiting.
So, which buttons are actually mapped?
I went through and mapped all this ahead of time. Now, here's the thing, a trick I learned on these early two-player games. I found out, you know, because they only had one joystick. So if I mapped the two-player to a second stick, it didn't work because it was expecting inputs from one thing. So what I ended up doing for this is I have both sticks mapped to the same inputs. So when one person is playing, don't touch it. So because you could control the other person's.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it doesn't really do like player 1 is the left joystick and player 2 is the right joystick?
Because
okay.
of it reading it from hardware, the hardware only had one stick.
Okay, well, but that implies that it's not able to differentiate between the controllers, basically.
All I know is that is what we had to do to get it to work.
That's a little weird, because like the USB has addressing, and it should see the devices as different.
I know. Well, it's
based on the port, actually.
It sees the devices as different. It's the hardware doesn't see different joysticks because it is using the hardware ROMs. Oh, I better get the remote control because the sounds are going to be. I know Asteroids Deluxe is louder than Asteroids, and Eliminator doesn't seem like it has any sound. So, anyway. Or at least it doesn't emulate the sound.
It doesn't emulate the sound. I'm pretty sure they didn't make a video game that did not have sound.
Yeah, like I said, when one person's playing, so what we have is.
I mean, Eliminator, you'll either have to tell me kind of how we're playing it or show me a run, because, like I said, I've never played that one before. But
X is shoot.
Okay.
A is thrust.
Okay.
And Y is your, in this case, hyperspace, but for Asteroids Deluxe, it's your shield. So, and for Eliminator, it only uses two buttons. It's X and Y. One is your thrust, and one is your fire. I think X is your fire and Y is your thrust. But so it's nice how many buttons this arcade stick has, because we're able. You know, we played Defender and Defender 2 Stargate, and we were able to map everything out and actually play it. Cause
I've played Defender and never even heard of Defender 2 Stargate.
Well, it's actually just called Stargate, but it is Defender 2, And you know how many freaking buttons Defender has.
Yeah, Defender has a few buttons.
Yeah.
It has a few different functions, yes.
And Stargate has 2 more buttons.
Okay.
So yeah, it took like almost every button on here, but it did it. Well, almost every red button on here. So,
Okay.
But yeah, we were able to map everything out, and so that's been nice. It's been really good. Now, like I said, the only downside is the not having analog control.
Right.
So 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hey, I guess I could probably zoom in on that, shouldn't I am Bob, and with me is Mowgli. This is, I believe, his first time on 4 Tokens.
It is.
Yeah, okay. Let's... Okay, and pan. Will you please? Would you kindly? There we go. All right, we're set. All right. So, Mowgli is with us today, and he, like me, knows the old school arcade. And so we're gonna do 3 vector graphics games today. Vector graphics. Oh, again, I apologize for my voice. As you guys know from last week, I'm recovering from being sick. And no, it wasn't COVID. It just was a cold partnered with seasonal allergies, so it hit me hard. So right now, I sound like our one of our state senators, Sherrod Brown, who love the guy, but oof, his voice sounds rough. It's like, did you smoke like 3 packs a day in college or something? But anyway, so vector graphics. Instead of your normal arcade graphics, where those are called bitmap graphics, vector graphics were lines, and they were used for things like Tempest, Asteroids. Those are some of the more famous ones. Lunar Lander, Battlezone. So you didn't really have them colored in. They're just outlines, but they are, it's also kind of interesting because it was kind of hard to emulate them correctly. They put them out on the Atari 2600 and things like that, but it just doesn't look the same. They had a thing.
Well, I mean, the problem was that the hardware for displaying vector graphics was different than a standard CRT for doing your average video game. So like emulating one on the other was very difficult in the day because computers were slow, had almost no memory, and really couldn't handle the math that was required to do that sort of thing.
Right.
These days, your average Arduino or whatever can do this and still do a whole bunch of other things on the side, and it'll kind of look at you and say, well, I'm bored. Have you got anything else?
Yeah. Now, back in the day, if you wanted to play actual vector graphics at home, there was one arcade machine you had. I forget the name of it. It was something like Vector.
Yes.
Something or other. It was in its name. And it was actually a standalone unit. You didn't plug it into your TV. It was this big honking thing. It basically had its own TV in it, and it was built to do the vector graphics. And that was not something I ever saw in the wild as a kid. I don't think I'd even heard of it as a kid, but as an adult, it's like I see things about it on arcades, on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know if I would have, since you're limited to only using that screen, and I don't know if I would have been that big of a fan of it. So, but you know, Mowgli here and we're gonna do 3 different vector graphics games. 2 of them are basically identical: Asteroids and Asteroids Deluxe. Let me see here. I'm going to turn on the background. Let's see. I'm going to turn on the 1981 arcade noise for the background there. And also, let me do a quick test of our sound effects that you guys can always buy with your tokens. Yep, they work. So, now what we'll do is we'll do our standard 4 tokens play on this. Before we get started on this, there is a couple things to let you guys know. Oh, Han RM1, hi. We are doing every Friday night at 10 o'clock. We have Cliffhanger Theater, where we do a chapter of a serial, and tomorrow will be chapter 10 of 1950's Flying Discman from Mars. So we're coming to the end of that. There's only 12 chapters. So, and then of course the big news is this Saturday we have a Vincent Price marathon. We'll be doing about 8 hours of Vincent Price movies, starting about 7:30 our time here in Ohio, and it'll run till about 3:30 in the morning. We'll have Shock. We'll have The Bat. We'll have the House on Haunted Hill. We'll have Last Man on Earth. All of those are... Oh, and The Tingler. All of those look beautiful, by the way. They're very beautiful transfers. And also, we'll follow it up with America Screams, which is a documentary that Vincent Price did on his love of roller coasters, he called them. Yeah, the roller coasters, he loved them, but he called them roller coasters. Hey, I'm not going to argue with the man, you know. So, also in between the movies, there will be trailers for Vincent Price movies, because you know we can't do all of them, obviously. Also, Han RM1 down there, we will be advertising out her YouTube channel. You guys should go subscribe, because the big push is we want to get her to 100 subscribers on YouTube, because she deserves them. She needs to get to 100 so she can make longer videos, because YouTube is the worst, and they keep limiting her so she can't do nice long dives into things, because she does like this thing where she's going through Marilyn Monroe's movies. She went through a really great comparison of Guardians of the Galaxy as a Flash Gordon movie. So it's like, okay, yeah, it worked really well. So you guys, like I said, tune in this Saturday, 7:30 for the Vincent Price Marathon. Tune in every Thursday at 6 o'clock for 4 tokens. Tune in pretty much every Friday at 10 for Cliffhanger Theater. Now, when we reach the end of this serial, we will be taking 1 week off, because we're going to be visiting a director friend of ours up in Minnesota, and so we're going to take a week off on that. I'm not sure what the serial will be after that. And remember, there is something you can always cash in on your tokens you can always pick the next serial. But if no one does, it might be either Superman or Brenda Starr Reporter. We'll see. So, so are you ready to play?
I think so.
All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to put in 2 players here. All right.
dodging me.
Yep. Yeah.
They do come a little more frequently than in the Atari 2600 version.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Well, he was tiny. Okay, your
Yep.
turn. Ooh. Nope. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, playing this left-handed is really weird. I'm so used to playing it on the 2600,
Yeah.
where
Well,
you get to pick.
technically, in the arcade, this didn't have a joystick. It was
Right,
buttons
Yeah.
for left and right, and I was just like, oh, no, I'm out. And I was like, no, we're using the stick on that one. I know technically that's breaking the arcade illusion, but come on, this needs to be a joystick. Ah, it's always the little guys.
Yep.
Alright. Player 2, put in your initials.
Okay.
Hyperspace when the letter is correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay, player 1. Okay, so that was our first token on this. Real quick, let's see, we got anybody, hello, Isagul. Alright. Okay, we got our 2 in there. Yes.
It's fun when you go flinging yourself across the screen.
Mhm. Ah,
You got you on the rebound.
Ooh, you got the UFO. Ah, with luck. You already had a bullet on its way. gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Went right for you. Come on.
Just a hair. Yeah.
Oh, I got him. Cool.
Wow, yeah. That was interesting.
Okay. It is very interesting, some of the people, have noticed that old arcade games had a bit more of a difficulty curve than the newer stuff. When you come into your life, you do not have any period of invincibility or anything like that. And, it's like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
Sink or swim. Oh, you're in the path of an asteroid. Too bad. All right. Mowgli got that token. So it's 1-1 so far.
Oh, I didn't know we were competing for tokens.
Well, not but
Okay.
it's just one of those things, especially
You don't have a thing where I can turn in tokens for like stuffed animals and things like that at the end of the show?
Well, people in the chat there can turn in tokens, I get, but I wonder if that's just in the demo. That one, the little UFO shot and destroyed some asteroids.
Yeah.
I'm wondering. Anyway.
Now I thought in the real game it would destroy things. I mean, it was like another player shooting.
Okay.
It would destroy things, and by the same token, it can get hit by an asteroid and taken out by an asteroid.
Okay.
At least in the original game.
Well,
I don't know.
This is the original game, so.
Yeah, I was pretty sure.
But no, I'm just keeping track because if Literate Juggalo pops up, he always wants me to lose, so.
I see, okay.
Alright, so let's go again here. Ah, come on, I got that thing.
Just on the wrong track. Oh. Nailed by a drive-by.
Yep. Like, where am I?
Yeah, it's a little weird getting used to which buttons do what.
Ah, yeah, hyperspace is definitely one of those where you use it in the last resort because you have no idea where you're going to be put. All right. One second. All right, so we got one more token to go for original asteroids. Let me check real quick on the. Nope, nobody except our our lovely Han RM1 and lovely Isabel. You know, one thing I do not like about this old, don't tell you how many tokens you put in.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
know, so it's like, all right.
Yeah, actually, the arcade game did tell you how many. Oh, you got nailed by the random selection.
Yep. Wait, is this me? Or no? No, you. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I thought you did. I thought you got blown up. So. You know, my voice was in better shape. Damn. We should be singing Aerosmith right now. Whoa, that was a close one. Oh, the UFO did get blown up by an asteroid.
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, there you got me. They usually have much accurate shooting on those little ones than they do on the big ones. Oh, wow.
Boy, he had it in for me.
Yeah.
Oh, good job. Jesus, he's shooting at you. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you got that one. So we basically tied 2-2 on that one. All right, so there we go. That was the original Asteroids back from 1979. Ooh. Oh, hey, Tasty Cookie, how you doing? All right, so now we are going to go to Asteroids Deluxe, which came out the year after, and basically just had slightly different coloring, and instead of hyperspace, you had a shield, which was much more useful. So, now see, this one says credits.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the original
Okay, so
one. I think the original one you're thinking about. I think it had a mechanical counter. You know, one that was like separate, because a few of them had that. We put it in, and it had like kind of like a pinball machine back then.
Right.
Yeah. Because
maybe it did. Yeah.
Those processors back then were just barely enough to keep up with the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you put counting under that, and it's just gonna be like, I'm done. I don't have enough memory. Oh yeah, this has got these weird ass that thing right there.
Oh.
When I was setting up to make sure the buttons worked last night, that splits apart into alien spaceships that come after you. See, boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Mm.
Oh, and apparently you have to kill them like multiple times.
Yeah. They just keep on coming. So, alright, let's try this.
Okay. I don't remember that at all. So, maybe I have not played Asteroids Deluxe. Maybe I have only played the traditional. Shit.
Ah, damn shit, the shield. This thing is remembering it's, oh, I got a shield now. Slightly better sound effects on this one too.
Ah.
Hey, oh, that wasn't fair.
That was not fair.
And my game is over. Which is weird. Yeah, I have to set at 2 to 4 starting point. I'm not sure what. There is no starting at 3. Oh. Okay. Well, Mowgli definitely won that. Shield.
Was that only like 2?
Yeah, it only gave us 2.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know. There was no 3 setting. There's 2 to 4 starting lives, and then there was like 3 to 5. Well,
I must never have played this. I do not remember this at all.
But Mowgli was off to a very strong start on that one.
Ha.
Okay. Gotta remember that shield. Apparently the shield needs a second to warm up. Ah, it bounces you.
That was a nice
All right. We got the high score on that one. All right. So that's 2-0 on this one. Okay, nobody on there. Okay. You guys can always talk in the chat down here, down below. Say hi. You know. Remember, this Saturday, 7:30, Vincent Price movie marathon. You don't want to miss it. Because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Much better start though.
Yeah.
Oh, did you not accelerate?
I think it was left over. That was all I had left.
Okay, yeah.
Oh God, it's another one.
Well, they think you're that good. On the other hand, at this rate, you're going to make your bonus. Nice job.
Death Blossom mode there. Ah, damn.
Oh.
Ah. Yeah, they were waiting for you there. Okay, this one is not easy.
Nope.
So you can aim. noticed the more you use the shield, the weaker it is. So, or the dimmer it is. So I bet if you use enough, you don't even get to use it anymore. So
yeah, that's quite possibly likely.
All right, so final token on this one. We'll always get two. I've got one out of them so far. So best I can do is tie. But I do have the high score.
Definitely. That's probably not.
And you can't take that away from me. All right. Come on. Ah. Wrong button. I'm out. Okay, so again, Asteroids Deluxe. We also did 2-2. We are very evenly matched. And you know, say what you will about new games and all. I mean, I know these graphics. Oh my God! If Charlie was here, he'd be like, "Oh God, these are horrible graphics and all that." But this is a fun game. You definitely get that tension going, you know, especially as the sound of, you know, music or whatever starts speeding up there, and you're just like, So.
Yeah, I mean, for a relatively simple computer back in the day, it was really an interesting game, and I mean, there's a reason it's held as one of the classics of the early video games.
Yeah.
Lots of people spent so many quarters on them.
Now, out of the two, which do you like better, Asteroids or Asteroids Deluxe?
So I think I'm a traditionalist with the original Asteroids. I mean, it is a little simpler, and the things that really, I mean, I do understand though, because like one of the whole things was you were really good at Asteroids if you could play the entire round without actually moving. That was like one of the things back in the day, was if you could just stay in that center spot and not move and just spin and fire, you were kind of held up as, you know, one of the better players of Asteroids at that point. And you could do that. Where with Deluxe, I'm pretty sure you can't, because, you know, at some point, if once the special thing comes on the board, there's no way you can stand there really and shoot those things down. They're designed to force you to move.
Isagul, you're not as cool as a 2-year-old singing her ABCs to me. Well, yeah, that's. In fact, let's do a round of applause for that. All right, so this one, again, it's 2-player game switches to 1-player game versus 1 team. So what I think we'll do is we'll put in the 2 tokens, and then one person's eliminated, have the other person play until they're dead, and then go from there. But there you see, I've not really played it. I only got on it last night enough to set up the buttons for us to play, so make sure the joysticks worked. And I definitely didn't do the 2-player, so this will be interesting. The shots do not actually blow up the other person; they just knock them around.
Right.
So this will be interesting.
And we're basically also trying to shoot through the opening
Yeah.
to shoot the ship inside.
We are trying to pull off a trench run, basically.
Ah, okay.
Because, boom.
Ah, okay.
And when the thing makes an eliminator, that's what that does.
Okay, but can you also shoot that thing, or is it?
I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we will.
All right. So,
You said X and Y, right?
yeah. Well, let me double check real quick. X and Y. All right. In. Oh. And this does not have any sound, FYI. So, you don't go, unlike Asteroids, you don't go flying around quite as much.
Yeah, I was going to say. Ah.
Huh.
Oop. Yeah, actually, these are weird because it deadens things.
Jesus Christ. Oh, you got it. Good job.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I will say not being able to directly blow up your opponent is kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's
It does kind of make me feel like a flea, though.
don't nah. Ah, shit. They shot at me. Okay. Ah. Oh.
Oh.
Whoa. Oh. And I think you're out now.
I think I am.
So, yeah. So, let's see. Now,
So it adds the random thing?
it adds other players. Okay. Or,
Other
CPU,
drones,
yeah.
basically.
okay. So, player 2, put in your initials. Rotate, change this letter. Rust, moves, spiraling.
Oh, apparently you have to change all the letters and then you click fire.
Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, because as soon as you click fire, it says you're done.
Yeah, I didn't click fire. I was trying to remember which button was fire. So,
Oh, okay. Oh, it just timed out.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was fast. All right, so this is an odd little game. I know with it stopping your forward momentum so quickly, it's kind of weird, especially after being used to Asteroids. My one gripe on Asteroids was actually that you stopped at all. You know, you did slow down, whereas in space you shouldn't slow down.
Yeah.
But this one is just like, oh no.
You do slow down very, very slowly.
Yeah. Very, very, very slowly. Yes. So, all right. Let's try this again. It is interesting that little stopper basically does started off with, so you can't shoot it immediately.
Yeah.
Your bullets don't go quite as far. No. Oh, I see. The rapid fire. They don't. You shoot one shot and it goes like that, or it goes forever. Oops. Yep, you got it. There.
Oh, this is the stopper.
Yep.
I forgot about the stopper.
Where are you going? Oh, good job. Ah, good
Oh,
job.
sorry.
No. Hey, that's the game. You know, it's...
That wasn't actually intentional, but yeah, the fact that you like really got to line up on it is a bit tricky also.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder what the sound effects would have been like on this game. Whoa, hey guy.
Oh, nice. You got him just as he was like creating something. Oops.
Come on. Ah, it's all you now.
Okay. Oh, those things. Oh.
Wow.
Hit me.
We're within 100 points.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay, now it's.
Fire, I believe, is the X button. Okay, so. Yeah. You should clear time out on them. Yes, got it.
Alright, yeah.
Oof. Alright, so that's 2 tokens there. Now. 2-0, but it's definitely an even matched game. So. Do anything on that one, you're there, and
Yeah.
this is an odd little game. Another vector graphic one that I've tried was War of the Worlds, but we didn't do that one because it required 2 joysticks on there, I believe, or it was either
Okay.
it was either that or analog controls, but it involved shooting down tripods.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, very, very well themed for
Yeah.
H.G. Wells's. Oh, nice.
Swooped in there.
Yeah.
Hey, stay away. Interesting that they start you in a corner. Ah! Oh my god. I'm out. It's all you now. I think Mowgli's got this one.
Well, not really.
All you need is 700 points and you've got 3 lives.
Okay, that was interesting. They basically just shot me into... Ah,
You got it.
yep.
No, I think you need a high score on that one.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah. They changed that one up since I did not win that one.
Can you move through the boxes again?
Nope. Fine. I'm bad. Alright, so 2-1. Mowgli has captured high score now. So, alright. It's an interesting little game, I will give it that. I never saw this one in the arcades.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't think, I know I've never played it. I'm not sure that I may have seen it at some point in an arcade. But this is definitely not one, this is not one that's well known in general, so.
Yeah. It's fun, I like trying these different ones. So, alright, let's do final token on this, and away we go.
Quick on that one.
Yeah. Ah. Ooh, not good luck signs. We don't run into each other. That's interesting enough. Our shots will bounce us around, but... Ah! It's like I couldn't turn.
Oh, this stupid thing is like bouncing itself around in the corner.
Uh-oh.
And
That thing coming.
okay.
Good job. Oh, you got a high score right now.
I think shooting that thing was actually
A lot of points.
was some points. I couldn't quite get it to bounce into, because I think my guess is that the rules are that it's also
Ooh. Ah! Mowgli shot me into the bad guy.
sorry. Well,
No, it's okay, dude.
there I got just nailed.
It is okay entirely. That is the game.
Yeah.
And you still won.
Those things are nuts. Those things still bounce you all over the place. That's me.
Yeah. No, you can't go back around. Okay. I am a little surprised.
I thought you might be able to because it basically says when done. So it should have a way for you to get back.
Back here. So,
Yep.
all right. So we ended that one also 2-2. We were very evenly matched on these games. I know it might not be very exciting for some people, but let's see. Another TV viewer. Hey, what's up? All right. So for people that we're almost done here, but just for people just joining us, another TV viewer, Tasty Cookie, people who are watching this on YouTube or watching this later on Twitch, remember that this Saturday at 7:30 Eastern Daylight Time there, we will be doing a Vincent Price movie marathon. That'll be running until about 3:30 in the morning. And we will also be doing, every Friday we do Cliffhanger Theater, where it's a chapter of a serial, and which will be chapter 10 of the Flying Discman from Mars, which I also been partnering with industrial and educational films. I know last week was The Trouble with Women. It was a workplace, how having to deal with women in the workplace.
Yes.
From the 50s.
I was going to ask which era.
Yeah.
That's always a fun question.
Yeah. So I partner, each one of these serials up with an educational industrial film. Wait till we get to the driver's ed disc. That'll be interesting. Blood on the Highway.
Well, I mean, you've done Duck and Cover, right?
No, I don't think I have that one.
Oh, you gotta get Duck and Cover.
Yeah. But, and then, of course, every Thursday at 6 p.m., we do 4 tokens, where we play 4 tokens of some classic arcade games. I'm not sure. Next week, we're also not going to have, we won't have Charlie next week as well. We might, depending on who we have lined up for next week, we might do, Dragon's Lair. So we'll see. All right, everybody. So peace out. We'll talk to you guys later, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for Cliffhanger Theater, and definitely see you Saturday for the Vincent Price movie marathon. Art. There's several arcade games, including one called Bard. Right now,